Good morning, children. Today we are going to read a poem from the book Beehive of class 9. Today our topic is The Road Not Taken. Today we will read about this, The Road Not Taken. This poem has been composed by Robert Frost. Robert Frost was an American poet and he was born on 26 March 1874 in California, at San Francisco, California. Of this poem, if we have a look at this poem, The Road Not Taken, here road is symbolic. Road stands for the choices that we make in our life. The road not taken means the road that was not walked upon. Robert Frost writes this poem. Basically, we may say that this is an autobiographical poem, or this is a symbolic poem. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood. Diverged means went in two different directions. Diverged means branched off or went in two different directions. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood. Yellow wood means yellow forest. Wood means forest here. If you have a look at this line very closely, yellow wood. What does the expression yellow wood mean? It means that it is the onset of autumn season and the forest has become yellow. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood means there were two roads. The poet was standing where two roads diverged, two roads went in two different directions. And as I told you that it is the onset of autumn season, as the expression yellow wood tells us. And sorry, I could not travel both. The poet is not happy, the poet is sorry. Why? Because the poet is standing there where two roads are there, two roads have diverged and the poet cannot travel both the roads at the same time. That is why the poet is sorry. And be one traveler, long I stood. The poet was alone, there was no one with the poet. So the poet says, and be one traveler. As the poet was alone, as the poet was only one over there, only one passenger was there, only one traveler was there. So the poet could not travel both the roads at the same time. So what did he do? He said, long I stood. The poet stood for long. Whenever you are unable to make a choice, what do? You just take some time to think over. And look down one as far as I could. And the poet looked down one of the two roads as far as his sight could go. So we will read this stanza once again. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood. How many roads were there? There were two roads. The two roads diverged means went in two different directions. In a yellow wood, the poet was standing in a forest and the poet says yellow wood. Wood means forest, as I told you. Yellow wood is suggestive of autumn season. It is the onset of autumn season. It is the starting of autumn season. And sorry, I could not travel both. The poet is sorry because he could not travel both the roads at the same time. And be one traveler, long I stood. The poet was alone there. The poet was only one traveler over there. So the poet could not travel both the roads at the same time. So what did he do? He stood for long and looked down one as far as I could. And he looked down one of the two roads as far as his sight could go. Then took the other, just as fair. What did the poet do then? The poet looked down one of the two roads and he took the other road. The poet took the second road, just as fair, because it was as fair, it was as good as the other road, and having perhaps the better claim, and having perhaps the better claim. Perhaps means maybe. The better claim. The poet thought that the second road was perhaps better. Why? Because it was grassy and wanted wear. Because it was grassy, because the second road was full of grass and wanted wear. Wear means when you buy a pair of shoes, what do you see? That the pair of shoes or the shoes are new, but when you use those shoes, they get worn. Similarly, if you get some grass over a particular ground or plot and you walk upon that particular grass, then what happens? The grass gets worn. So because it was grassy and wanted wear, it suggests that very few people have walked over that road, very few people have walked on that road. Though as for that, the passing there, though as for that, the passing there had warned them really about the same. The poet, firstly the poet says that it was grassy and wanted wear. The choice that the poet is making, the road that the poet is taking, the poet thought that it was less walked upon, it was less travelled by, but after some time the poet says, though as for that the passing there had warned them really about the same. The poet then says that both the roads have perhaps equally been walked upon, and both that morning equally lay, and both means both the roads, that morning means the morning when the poet was standing in the forest, and both that morning equally lay means covered, and both the roads that morning were equally covered in leaves. Both the roads were equally covered with leaves. No step had trodden black. What is the meaning of this no step had trodden black? What does the poet want to tell us over here? That no step had trodden black means the poet was the first to reach that particular point that morning. No step had trodden black. Trodden means crushed. Trodden. Okay. So when leaves fall upon the ground, yellow leaves, what happens? And people walk upon those leaves, they get black, they get crushed. So in leaves no step had trodden black. Please understand, it will be from here. And both that morning equally lay in leaves means, and both the roads that morning, both the roads were equally covered with leaves, and no step had trodden black, and no one had walked upon that. Oh, I kept the first for another day. Oh, I kept the first for another day. The poet kept the first road for another day. The poet reserved the first road for another day. Yet knowing how way leads on to way, the poet was very sure that one way will lead to another way. I doubted if I should ever come back. There was a doubt on the mind of the poet that whether he would be able to come back to that point or not. Now further the poet says, I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. I means the poet here, and he says that he will be telling this. This means the poet will tell us about his choices. The poet will tell generations after generations about his choices. How? With a sigh. Sigh means with a long deep breath. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Somewhere means the poet doesn't know where he will be telling, where he will be addressing the people. Somewhere, you can easily understand that the poet is an American poet, and here we are reading his poem in India. So the poet says somewhere, ages and ages hence means generations and generations after, hence means in the future. Two roads, what will the poet tell generations after generations? Two roads diverged in a wood, and the poet will tell the future generations that there were two roads went in two different directions in a wood, in a forest, and I means the poet here, and I took the one less travelled by. The poet took that road which was less travelled by, which was less walked upon, which was chosen by very few people, and that has made all the difference. And the poet says that his choice has made all the difference. Means here we are not sure whether the poet is happy or whether the poet is sad about his choices. Now let us have a look at the poetic devices or literary devices that are used here. You see this, and sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveller long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, and. This particular word is repeated here at the beginning of a particular line, and. This is an example of anaphora. Further we are getting the examples of alliteration as well. Here, here you can see the poet has used alliteration. Wanted where, this WW, alliteration is the repetition of a particular sound, especially consonant at the beginning. So wanted where, you see W, wanted where, WW, this sound is repeated here. So this is alliteration, wanted where. So anaphora and alliteration, as I have told you, if you have a very close look at the rhyme scheme of this poem, wood, both, stood, could, undergrowth. Wood means forest, as I told you, wood, and stood, they rhyme. So wood is A, then both is B, stood is A, then could is A, undergrowth is
B. So the rhyme scheme of this stanza of this poem is A, B, A, B. So this is the rhyme scheme of this poem, The Road Not Taken.